It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. It is freezing here today in South Wales. Probably the coldest morning so far, and it's going to get even colder tomorrow. I think we're going to be waking up tomorrow morning to -5, which, that's cold for here. We're southern softies down here. If you're up in Scotland, it's going to be -20 tomorrow. So, reason for that introduction is to say that this time of year, you're crying out for foods like this. I went to Aldi recently and I picked up their chicken casserole and dumplings. 400 grams of hearty goodness. Love a dumpling, absolutely love a dumpling. I've tried to make them with suet myself in stews and stuff. Sometimes they work for me. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just melt into the stew. A hearty and delicious recipe. So they got it right this time of year, haven't they? This goes, you can microwave this 3.5 minutes in the microwave on, whatever microwave is, 750 watts, 1000 watts. Yeah, it's all 3.5 minutes. Or you can oven cook it, which is going to take 40 minutes. Ooh. 40 minutes. Yeah, I think I got a bit of time. I can chill out, make a cup of tea, put this in the oven. I'm going to oven cook it. I'm not really a microwave sort of guy. So you're probably going to be pricking films and all sorts to do with this. Let's have a look. Marinated cooked chicken breast and thigh pieces in a vegetable and red wine gravy with herb dumplings. Oh. Place on a baking tray on the middle shelf of a preheated oven. For the specified, remove the film halfway through, stir sauce gently and serve, taking care not to break the dumplings. Okay, right, so you just stick this in the oven and then pull the film off after 20 minutes. I'll be back when it's cooked. Right, okay, this Aldi chicken stew and dumplings is ready. I nearly said beef then, I meant chicken. It cost me £3, I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Here is a look at it. The dumplings, so I pulled the film off and the dumplings were still quite pale, if you like. And then that last 20 minutes has just crisped them up quite nicely on the top. So here we go. So I'm going to put the dumplings in first on the top. They've got a bit stuck. And then we'll get the rest. Oh, yes. I like this food this time of year. I think most people do, don't they? Most people, you're looking to get something nice and hot inside you this time of year. £3, it's not too bad. Aldi they'd always bring in something out which is pretty reasonable in price. So let's get in then while it's nice and hot. First of all, you get that kind of rich red wine sauce. And then you get the vegetables and then a lovely kind of like slightly sweet gravy flavour. Really good. So the chicken is a combination of thigh meat and chicken breast. There's a lot of people out there, like myself, prefers chicken breast. But I tell you what, doing these food reviews, I'm learning more to enjoy the textures of thigh meat and other parts of the chicken. I'm a breast man. So there's a big lump of chicken there. The other bits of chicken are slightly smaller, almost like shredded chicken that's been cut small to complement the vegetables, if you like. But we do have one big piece of chicken here, which I'm going to cut that in half, that piece of chicken, and then I'm going to cut a bit of dumpling, and then we're going to have a bit of chicken and dumpling. Oh, oh yes. Oh, that's fantastic. The dumpling's quite bready. Of course, the dumpling's quite doughy. There's some herbs in there as well. I've managed to cook a stew is on the top of a pan. A casserole, which this is, generally goes in a cast iron pot in the oven. And I made one of these once. And it was at the time, so I made a chicken casserole, put it in the oven, and then I was filming one of my fireplace videos for YouTube, and I forgot all about the casserole. I left it for hours, and when I got to it, all the liquid had kind of like boiled off, and I was left with this bit like this, really thick, creamy, rich broth with all the vegetables were all kind of thick and mixed in with the gravy. And I'd done something right, finally, whilst cooking, but I did it by accident. This you can see here that all of the herbs and spices there in that dumpling. Nice bit of gravy. Last bit of that large piece of chicken. Oh, it's fantastic. Ready meals have come on so much, they really have. Oh. That dish with a red wine sauce, red wine gravy, onion, carrot, herbs and spices on the dumpling. That's pretty fantastic for £3. I seen this in Aldi. I kind of always have a little browse at the ready meals. They had that new sticker on there and I thought, you know what, that's perfect. I could see the weather forecast coming in. I bought this a few days ago. I could see that it was going to be cold and I thought, I'm going to wait till it's nice and cold outside, or not nice and cold. I'm going to wait until it's cold outside and then I'm going to cook up this nice, I say cook, I warm up this chicken stew and dumplings. I'm going to rate this and I'm going to give it, it's fabulous. Whether I'm rating it higher because of the current situation, it's currently 12 degrees in this conservatory. 12 degrees, it's cold. It's minus outside today. Whether that's making an influence on the rating, maybe, but this food was made for this type of weather anyway. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Really good from Aldi. Check it out. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.